This is a webcam I always think is pretty to share with you. The webcam that we have overlooking the Kitty Vitty Gut in the harbor. Look at the snow. I mean, some folks don't think it's pretty, but I think it's a pretty nice view. It's also snowing right now over the city of Corner Brook. We can see it right there, only going to get heavier and steadier as we go into the overnight. And we're looking at essentially two systems moving through over the next 4 or 5 days. One tonight into tomorrow. Light snow may linger for central and western areas through tomorrow, with temperatures topping out a couple of ticks above below freezing, In Labrador, going to be a cold and sunny weekend, both tomorrow and Sunday. Monday is quiet, and then the next area of low pressure looks like it is going to move in on Tuesday for Valentine's Day. And where that goes and how close that tracks to the Avalon will make a big difference in what kind of weather we actually see. Before tonight, we're watching area of low pressure number 1 in the process of swinging through. Right now, kind of located right into the Gulf of St. Lawrence. And out ahead of it, we're seeing the snow working into Newfoundland, but there's the rain showing up offshore, and that will swing across the Burin and Avalon Peninsula late tonight. And as we go into the early morning hours of Saturday, like you'll see here, kind of on this quick image of what we're going to see. So area of low pressure swings across the island overnight. In the southeast on the eastern side of that low, we get a brief push of mild air north and west. The snow persists all night, heavy at times, winding down tomorrow morning, but the northerly flow behind the low will keep areas of flurries and pockets of light snow going even into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening before we get a quieter day on Sunday. Now, looking at Futurecast from tonight into tomorrow, hour by hour, we can see that snow working up across much of the island right now. By 9 p.m., there's the ice line showing up on the Burin Peninsula. Much of this, I think, will be ice pellets, and that works onto the Avalon after 9 o'clock as well. So by midnight, most of us on the Avalon and the Burin Peninsulas are either seeing ice pellets, freezing rain, or rain. While areas back to the west are seeing snow. Notice the darker blues there on the map. That indicates areas of heavy snow just around the Grand Falls, Windsor area, and up towards the Bayvert Peninsula. By early tomorrow morning, 3-4 a.m., we're seeing some rain on the Avalon. Temperatures coming above freezing briefly. North and west, the snow does continue. And by 6 o'clock in the morning, most of this is done. Temperatures begin to fall back below freezing by 9-10 o'clock tomorrow morning as that colder air moves in. And then we see areas of flurries and a few pockets of light snow across areas of central and western Newfoundland during the day tomorrow, becoming less widespread by evening as clearing skies try to build in from Labrador during the overnight hours tomorrow. Snowfall not going to be overly impressive for most of us this go around. Southeastern Newfoundland looking at 5 to 15 centimeters before the change over to ice pellets and freezing rain, and rained overnight. And that's, again, kind of the way we're going to see it. On the northern peninsula, just kind of missing out on the heaviest snow, so that's why the amounts there are less. In areas from basically Bonavista Bay back to the south coast, the southwest coast, the west coast, and some of the Great Northern Peninsula, that's the area that's going to see between 15 and 30 centimeters by the time tomorrow morning rolls around, or even tomorrow evening. Some may tack on a couple more during the day tomorrow. And that's it. And that's it for this one. Then we look ahead to Valentine's Day for Tuesday. So Tuesday morning, we're watching this area of low pressure developing to our southwest. This is going to track near the Avalon Peninsula on Tuesday, and that's going to bring some snow and potentially some mixing with it. The question is, where's the heaviest snow going to be? Does the mix line work its way onshore? And how much snow are we going to see? Well, some of those questions I can't answer just yet. But again, it's all going to come down to the track, as the area of low pressure is looking quite likely. But the track is what is uncertain at this time, and just how close it's going to pass to the Avalon Peninsula. So heavy snow is likely. The question is, where is that heavy snow? 20, 30 plus centimeters going to fall. And right now, I'm just not certain enough to tell you. And again, if that low track's real close to the Avalon, parts of the Avalon will certainly see a wintry mix developing on Tuesday. So still some details to work out. We'll talk about it the weekend. Tonight, temperatures rise above freezing in the east and south, fall back below tomorrow. To Gander, heavy snow tonight, ending as some flurries tomorrow morning. Western half of Newfoundland tonight, -4 to -14 for the day tomorrow. Highs -2 south to -14 north and central. You're kind of between. Same thing for much of the west coast. In Labrador overnight, temperatures -teens and 20s and -30s. And then for the day tomorrow, highs in the -teens to about -20. Your 5-day forecast for eastern Newfoundland, some flurries on Sunday, a chilly day, a quiet day Monday, and there's that risk of snow and ice on Tuesday. For central Newfoundland, a quiet day Sunday, Monday, potentially some snow Tuesday depending on the track of that low near the Avalon. Flurries may linger into Wednesday. Same thing for western Newfoundland, some flurries on Sunday. Quiet Monday, chance of snow on Tuesday, and a quiet Wednesday in Labrador. Overall, the weather is pretty quiet through Wednesday with a risk of flurries in the west come Sunday.